Hello, my name is Branden Crudup, and I'm applying for the Natural Disaster Relief Scholarship. I'm a student at University of Central Florida. I'm in my second year, and I'm majoring in business management. I want to talk about my grandfather's story. His name is Mark Crudup. He was directly impacted by Hurricane Helene in September of 2024. It was a Category 4 storm with 140 plus mile per hour winds, most dangerous storm in recent history in Florida. He was in the Tampa Bay area, the Bel Air Beach area to be exact, and he was directly impacted by storm surge. And this storm has caused billions in damage across six various states within its path. So, very, very intense storm. First, I want to go into some pictures of their backyard and their house. This shows the height of the water, which is between 30 and 35 inches from storm surge because they're right on the beach. There were both inside and outside water collection, so flooded their house completely, flooded their backyard completely, destroyed appliances, furniture, and personal belongings. Um, in their garage, it was completely underwater. They had a 1965 convertible Mustang. It was my grandfather's like pride and joy, and it was fully submerged underwater, so that was completely ruined in the storm as well. Next, these are a couple images of their backyard. So as you can see, their grass was completely destroyed, plants were uprooted, destroyed, trees were fallen. Their pool was completely covered in salt water. Patio tile was ruined with algae. I just actually finished up pressure washing for them just to kind of help them out. Driveway was completely ruined with stains, and their neighborhood was covered in tree debris, with broken homes, broken down cars, and people with basically little to no hope. Um, Looking at this scholarship, I recently asked my grandfather if he could kind of relive what went on between him and his wife during this time of rebuilding. He said that hearing of a storm today, his mind goes back in time um, to when his home and neighborhood was destroyed, and it's thoughts that he doesn't want to have to ever think about again. Um, Repairs in his neighborhood are still being done. Contracts and licenses are really, really hard to get. It was near impossible for them to get the correct permits and licenses from different contractors to start building their house. They had a couple different run-ins with different companies that um, kind of didn't work out in their favor. He even said that little things like trying to find little scissors um, just to do everyday tasks, he can't find those scissors because they were lost in the storm and the flooding. And it's little things that remind you every day that you're still going through the stuff that happened in September of 2024. When I brought up the idea of what actions they took for themselves and other people, he kind of mentioned that it wasn't really the action for the home or any of the things that they lost that was really meaningful to them. It was making sure that they were safe, each other were safe, and people they know were safe. He said they're never really going to get back to normal, but they're going to adjust, they're going to try. They took proper steps with insurance and permits for rebuilding. I mean, shopping online, shopping in person for furniture, personal belongings, and things like that. Completely rebuilt their home for a hope for a brighter future, and actually recently just put their house up for sale to get out of the Bel Air Beach area because they wanted to get out of an area that has the potential of this kind of thing happening again. So, kind of reflecting on all of this, grandfather, his wife, and their dog too. They had a Labrador. They went through a very tough time, and I mean, effects are still occurring today. With this scholarship, I'll be able to complete college and use my knowledge to help others that may go through crises like this. In the future, once I'm done with college, I plan on joining relief efforts when I'm out of school so that I can assist other people who lost their hope or lost other things. Um, and I mean, other people in his area and my grandfather could also use the help with finishing touches on their houses, help with getting permits and licenses, selling or moving away so they can avoid areas like this. Um, but ultimately, I want to use it to finish college and then in the future join relief efforts to help those in need. Thank you.